Hello, students of class 7. I am your physics teacher. I think you know me. My name is Orko Chatterjee, and I hope all of you are doing very good. So, today we'll start with this chapter called energy. Okay, the heading of the name of the chapter is energy. Now, this word is very frequently used by all of you in your day to day life. Like, I don't have energy to do the work. Ah, or you can say, oh, I have a lot of energy. I can go anywhere. Right? Now you don't go. Now it's lockdown. So we'll start with the chapter energy. Now, energy, when we say the word energy, actually what we mean, try to understand. If you are saying, I can play cricket, I can play football, I have energy, means what? You are willing to play cricket or you're willing to play football, means what? You are doing certain amount of work by the energy in your body. I'm again repeating, you are doing certain amount of work. Playing football or playing cricket is a certain is not is like doing work only, and you are doing that work with the energy stored in your body. Okay, so with that we can define the definition, or we can define the energy. Okay, so define the, or the definition, if we say definition, it's very easy. Okay, see, try to understand. Okay, what is energy? You're saying we are willing to play cricket because we have lot of energy. Means what? We can do lot of work because of energy. Huh? So I can say energy is what? Energy is the ability to do work. So energy is the ability to do work. I think this definition should be clear to you. Okay, many of the time this kind of questions happen to be asked in the exam. So energy is the ability to do work. If you have some energy, then you can do work. Or if you're willing to do some kind of work, that means what? You have energy in your body. Okay, I think this should be clear to you. This is clear. Now let's move forward. Now let's say, by the way, okay, this is my first YouTube video, so if I make some mistakes, please forgive me. So energy is, so after that, after that, let's see the types of energy that we have. Types of energy that we have means what? See, we have light energy, we have sound energy, we have chemical energy, we have wind energy, we have water energy. So there are various kinds of energies, okay, around us. So we have to define, or we will discuss about all of those. But the first and the most important thing, okay, the first type of energy is called mechanical energy. I know this word is very new to you. This word is new to you, mechanical energy. This mechanical energy, how we can define? A body which is moving has mechanical energy. Okay, a body like a bullet fired from a pistol has what energy? Mechanical energy. Okay, a ball which is thrown from the top of the building, when it crashes down, suppose there's a small car or a big car, a ball which is coming down and it crashes on the car, it can do lot of damage to the car. Why? That ball which is coming from the top of the building has energy, and that energy is what? Mechanical energy. Okay, so any moving body, okay, has a kind of energy, and then that's why we will talk about that much in details. So the first kind of mechanical energy is called kinetic energy. Okay, kinetic energy. Now let's first let me write the definition. energy by virtue of its motion. Now, what do I mean by that? Say motion. Motion means what? Motion means moving. Motion means moving. So any body which is moving, any body which is happens to be moving, has a certain kind of energy inside it, and that energy we say kinetic energy. That energy is also mechanical energy, but this, but to be precisely defined, any moving body has kinetic energy inside it. Example: a moving car, a moving train. Okay, the wind that is blowing, the water that is flowing, all has kinetic energy inside it. So remember, any moving body has kinetic energy inside it. Let's discuss about this much in details, and then we will understand it. The example which is given in your book, I am going to discuss that only. Suppose on a ground, this is a ground, there is a ball. Okay, there is a ball, and you hit the ball like a football. Okay, you hit the football, and what will happen? The football will move. And suppose there is a object on the path of the football. Once the football hits this object, what will happen? I think all of you can say that. Okay, the body, as the football hits this body, a box, this is a box, as the ball which is moving towards this box and hits the box or collides with the box happens to shift from position 1 to position 2. The box will move. The box will move from position 1 to position 2. So this ball had the capability to move the box from position 1 to position 2. So why? Because this moving ball, because this moving ball has what? This moving ball has kinetic energy inside it. This moving ball has a certain amount of kinetic energy inside it. Because of the kinetic energy, this ball was able to move the box from position 1 to position 2. I think this part is clear. So let's take more example. Suppose there are, say, clothes on your terrace, and if a cloth, suppose this is a cloth, and suppose the wind is a strong breeze coming, what will happen? As the strong breeze comes and hits the cloth happens to flutter. The cloth happen to flutter. Like I can see the example on 15 August when our national flag is being hoisted, and you can see the national flag is fluttering. Why it is fluttering? Because there is a strong wind which is coming and hitting the flag. This strong wind has what kind of energy inside it? The strong wind has kinetic energy. This wind has a certain kind of a energy, and this energy is known as kinetic energy. So the strong wind, when it comes and hits the say a flag or a cloth, it flutters. Another example, many of you have seen people have been flying kites. So the kite, after it travels a certain distance or certain height, it happens to fly. Why? Because above the above the ground, there is a strong wind always which is moving. There is a strong wind which always moves. This is a kite. Okay, this is a kite, and the kite happens to always move because why? There is a wind. This wind happens to move the kite in the sky. So a kite is flying because of this wind, and this wind has what kind of energy inside it? Kinetic energy. This wind has kinetic energy inside it. So the kinetic energy has the capability to fly the kite. So any moving body has kinetic energy inside it. Last example, which is there in your book, the last energy. The last example is what? Suppose there is a mountain. Okay, there is a mountain, and often in the mountain you will see certain kinds of rocks are there on the top. Now, what happens as the water flows from the mountain, as this is a water flowing from the mountain, this water moves the rock from the top of the mountain to the bottom of the mountain. The water, the gushing water happens to move the rocks. Okay, these are rocks. These rocks. So the gushing water happens to move the rock from the top of the mountain to the bottom of the mountain. Okay, why? This gushing water or the moving water has energy inside it. And what kind of energy it is? It is called kinetic energy. So the moving water, okay, I'm writing over here. This moving water has kinetic energy. That is why it is able to move the rock from the top of the mountain to the bottom of the mountain. Also, in the river, this is a river, okay? I think you know, in the river the all water happens to move always in one direction, okay? So this moving water has the water flowing throughout the whole year. Now this flowing water, what it can do? So it can make the boat. This is a boat, okay? This is a boat. So the boat moves. Why? Because of this flowing water. And the flowing water has what? Flowing water has kinetic energy. This flowing water has certain kind of kinetic energy. So the flowing water is able to move the boat. So I can say or not, these rivers are used for transportation purpose. Why? The moving water in the river has what energy? Kinetic energy. So any moving body, okay, a moving bullet, a moving arrow, or a moving water, moving air, any moving body has what energy inside it? Kinetic energy. So I think you understood the concept of, I think all of you understood the concept of kinetic energy clearly. You will get the notes along with it, okay? So first understand the concept of kinetic energy. As if you have understood, then we'll move to the next part of the energy, or next part of the mechanical energy, and that is called potential energy. Okay,